But yeah, speaking of water sports, your characters are probably going to be going pee-pee in the pants tonight out of dread and fear because we're playing Weird Frontiers. So yeah, welcome to Dragon's Greed Gaming. We're playing the DCC adjacent game Weird Frontiers. If you haven't guessed already, it's a weird western, a horror western, sci-fi western, whatever you want to call it. Weird western is hard for me to say. No, horror western is anyway. Let's go ahead and you guys introduce yourselves. Don't worry too much about your characters. If you want to gloss over your 4 characters, that's cool, but they're not long for this world anyway, so don't worry too much about it. But yeah, let's start from the bottom on the stream I'm seeing with Aaron.
Ooh, that's me. Well, hi everyone. My name is Aaron, also known as Poultrygeist. I'm one of the contributors and showrunners over at Dragon's Greed Gaming. I run the Sins and Consequences game that releases on Mondays, and I'm a player in a bunch of other games. Tonight, I got a young kid who's technically a cabinet maker. I got a photographer. I got a rutabaga farmer, and a porter, like a hotel porter. And that's everyone. That's all the peoples that I have under my purview tonight. Nothing too much going on with me this week. I'm sick, but like in a fun, cool way, where I get to stay home from work and play video games.
Nice. Righteous. All right, pass it along to whoever.
Yeah, Sean, what's up? How you doing?
Hey, I'm Sean. I'm another person from Dragon's Greed Gaming. I occasionally run games for them, mostly just during like holiday stuff for Chris. But you can also find me on Fridays streaming Dungeons & Dragons, Smorgasbord, or Aliens on the 4Play stream. I have 4 characters. One's a politician. One's a parsnip farmer. One's a cigar maker.
Gotta have parsnip.
And the other one is an artilleryman. And I'm not really sick, so I feel like I should contribute to that.
There you go.
Okay. Bryony.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Bryony, or Ryan. I'm part of the Neon Swamp. I run some games over there, like Dragonbane and Mothership, and I play in Scar's Deadlands game. Looking forward to playing some Weird Frontiers. I'm running a engraver, a banker, a cavalryman, and a housekeeper tonight. And I am also sick, but also just in the extreme sports kind of way. So
Oh, there you go.
I'll pass it over to Bing Bong.
Bing Bong, also known as Jean-Paul. I'm friends of Scar. He's allowing me to join this ragtag group of people. Tonight I will be playing a turnip farmer, a miner, a jeweler, and thankfully a gunsmith. But I am also sick. I have been sick for like 2 weeks.
God.
So let's see what happens. Hopefully I'll get unsick after this game.
Don't count on it.
Maybe this game will scare my sickness away. That's what I'm hoping for.
All right, and last but not least.
Otherwise known as Tony. I'm playing as Dr. Phineas Tully, the barber, Jedediah Walker, the tailor, Malcolm Odell, the grocer, and then Silas McGraw, the moonshiner.
All right. Dredd, can you turn your mic up a smidge by any chance? If not, that's totally okay.
Let me see.
So, just to clear things, you guys are currently at a fort outpost of the U.S. Army. Actually, we're going to go even further back. We're going to go even further back to a little something. Let's see. Go get you guys kind of a feel of why things are the way they are right now. And I'm gonna probably rip this verbatim out of the book as soon as I find it. But This is post-Civil War. Something much different happened after the Civil War in this alternate timeline. And, should have probably bookmarked it. There you are. So, this is not necessarily character knowledge either, but just to give you guys all the mindset. And I'm going to do my best to pronounce these Lovecraft names. He just loved these silly, zany names. Nyarlathotep, a legendary elder god, seizes the opportunity after the American Civil War to awaken his slumbering brothers and sisters and free them from dimensional exile with a living tome called the Necronomicon. The grimoire is filled with forbidden lore, including the ancient rituals needed to bring about an event comparable to a biblical apocalypse. A cabal of cultists dedicated to the forgotten gods and entrusted with the tome head off into Mexican territory to bring about the end of all things. The spooky music's right on cue. This week-long period of rituals would become known as the 7 Days of Night due to the lunar eclipse and its accompanying astral phenomenon. During the series of rituals, the Twisted Cabal woke long-dormant elder gods, now painfully aware of their own imprisonment. However, they would only partially succeed at opening the gates to set them free. Unbeknownst to the cult, a posse of Texas Rangers led by a modern-day Knight Templar was hot on their trail. The posse discovered the Cabal mid-ceremony and cut them down like dogs. The Necronomicon escaped destruction as it always has, scattering itself so that each page flew on summoned arcane winds to the darkest corners of the earth. Though the elder gods were prevented from entering our realm, several lesser things found a passage through, including an entropic energy known as the Taint. Sorry, I'm immature, apparently. That would permanently twist and shape our world and its inhabitants. Much like an organism... God, I need to... My head is in like a 5-year-old space right now. I almost said orgasm.
It's okay. The taint and its orgasm.
Yeah. Much like an organism attempts to fight off a virus, Earth responded by awakening long-dormant ley lines, brimming with arcane energies. These ley lines pulse during the 7 days of night, attempting to repel the sickness caused by the taints, and continue to do so during random times. As a side effect of these pulses, common folks are kissed by the supernatural, often finding themselves imbued with extraordinary abilities that forever change their lives, some for the better, others for the worse. As a player, you assume the role of one such hero, maybe, if you live long enough, fighting against an ever-growing ancient evil that's found purchase in a wounded country still recovering from what would become the bloodiest war in American history. That is Weird Western, our Weird Frontiers. So, and you guys won't get to experience this unless we turn this into a full-blown campaign. But I really want to just put a fine point on some of the cool stuff in this game. Like, the classes are probably some of the coolest I've ever seen in a Weird Western tabletop. Like you have like a Dia de los Muertos like Calavera class. You have the Gambler, Gunslinger, typical. You have a Hellbilly, which looks awesome. A class that is just called Luchador. Mountebank, Mystic Monk, an Occultist, a Revelator, a Sin Eater, a Tommy Knocker, which is essentially a Herod, like an undead. Really cool concepts for classes. Some of these are, and I'm bringing these up because this funnel is meant to be introductory, and it's gonna put a fine note on some of these classes as like how your character might have began getting interested in becoming one of these things. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get the show rolling. I'm Scar, by the way, the judge tonight. We are playing the funnel called Death Crawls West. Man, just it's gonna be a lot of that tonight. I went. I don't know why. I went like 34 hours without sleeping too one day. I could not sleep anyway, never happened to me in my entire life.
Technically, that's more than one day.
Hopefully the alcohol levels me out though. That's what it does, right?
Yes, I think this.
Alcohol is notoriously well known for helping sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And leveling people out.
Leveling me. Yeah, good. So you all know each other. A lot of different people have heard word of this promised land. And you all come from kind of a dying town that was on its last leg. It's a mining town that prospects dried up, and it went through a really harsh drought, and it just was looking pretty bleak. So you guys heard of this possible escape instead of continuing to struggle and pray for rain in your dying ghost town. And you've all met up at, like I said, this U.S. Army fort. So what you've heard is that this is a fertile range of grazing stock, rich soil for planting, fresh water for crops, all just there for the taking, right? It's called Whitaker's Valley, and it almost sounds too good to be true, but you've met a Reverend Halpern who has painted a picture clear enough to convince you and, well, over 200 other people like you to join his wagon train to the valley. It didn't take long after word of the fertile land and the reputation of the man leading it reached all of you to load your family and belongings into a wagon and head straight for Fort Fallow, a crude wooden fort which lies on the edge of a desert known as the Rambling Badlands. The day has finally come to move out. Jed Rawlings, the Reverend's trusty right-hand man, steps up in a makeshift stage with the Reverend. His right hand is actually Gimp and wrapped in a sling. Thank you, and wrapped up in a sling. Yeah, so it's all wrapped up and slinged and it's held tight to his shoulder, which is ironic. The crowd of hopeful people, men, women, children, all quiet down as he begins to speak. "Greetings, ladies and gentlemen," Rawlings says. "I have spoken with each of you privately over the past few days and explained some of what lies ahead. Now, it is time to begin. We have over 300 miles of desert and rough terrain to cross. It will not be easy. You will all have to pitch in and do your part. All able-bodied men and women will help scout the trail, drive the wagons, and guard the camp at night. There may be trouble along the way, and some of you will begin to doubt. But I assure you, the trip will be well worth it. Whitaker's Valley is a bona fide paradise. It is your right to claim it. No, it is more than that. It is your destiny." Rawling indicates the men standing next to him with a wave of his good hand. "Here to the right of me is my trail hand, Russ Daggett. He is a capable man who is well accustomed to the rigors of the trail. We intend to help the good Reverend ensure that you reach Whitaker's Valley safe and sound. So stick to the trail and pull your share of the day-to-day, and we'll be there before you know it." With that, Reverend Halpern asks that you bow your heads for one last prayer before dismissing you to return to your packed wagons and join the rest of the flock as you line up under the watchful gaze of the soldiers on the palisade walls. Jed Rawlings rides to the front of the line. He raises his good hand and shouts, "Wagons ho!" Then, with a crack of whips and some excited exclamations of "Yeehaw!" the wagon train slowly moves out. All right. As you guys kind of begin your journey, there's a line of gossip floating around. We'll start we'll do one for each of you, starting with Dread. If you could just go ahead and roll me a d20, please. 9. Some of the gossip you hear is that they say that deep in the desert, the dead know no peace. A priest came through some time back, told us he'd laid them to rest in some caves, and they wouldn't bother no one no more. Bing bong, please roll me a d20.
All right. Let's see. How you roll the d20s again on here?
/R space 1d20.
Got it.
Oh, man. Too bad.
Ooh.
Too bad you didn't get that on an actual roll.
Was that a roll?
Oh, maybe.
I think you might have just put in
That's what I wanted.
/R1 d20. I think.
Let's see if it lets me put this in the chat. Yeah.
Let's let you do that.
The slash needs to go before the R.
Yeah, just like how I popped it in there. Except no quotations. Still
There you
damn
go.
close. Jeez Louise. Okay. The outlaw Dusty Roberts buried a crate full of gold somewhere out there. I got it on good authority from a boy who used to run with Dusty and his gang. All right. Poltergeist. Please give me a d20.
Yep. There we go.
Oh!
Ooh.
Thank goodness
Natural
that
one.
wasn't on a normal roll. Oh, this is a long one. Sheriff Cole Hanlon and his posse passed through some parts a couple weeks ago, trailing an outlaw named Jose Lazaro. We warned them to stay out of the badlands, but they said they weren't worried none. Had a flatbed wagon with them, loaded up gear, but they never would let none of us near it, see? What was under the tarp? I don't know. Bryony, if you do the honors. 15. That gambler fella Willoughby just rubs me the wrong way. He ain't got no family. I wonder why he's going with us to settle in the valley. And lastly, Sean.
I already rolled. I rolled the 19.
What? Oh. Oh, I thought that was Bing Bong's roll earlier. Bing Bong, give me a d20 roll.
There you go.
Yeah, he got a 20.
Wait, no, did you actually roll that?
No.
Yeah, that
No,
was
he
a...
typed in 20.
Yeah.
Oh.
Holy
It
shit,
doesn't
okay.
matter.
All right.
Oh my
Anyway.
God. I got a 20.
Manifest destiny.
It wants me to have
Okay.
a 20.
Yeah.
Yeah, you hear this from one of... a blonde-haired woman says to you, that Reverend Halpern ain't no ordinary man. Touched by God, he is. You're lucky to have him along. I like how 20 is one of the shortest ones. All right.
Thank you.
So, I'm going to preface this, in case you guys ever want to run this one shot in the future. There is a lot to this one shot. It could easily be like a 4-session minimum campaign, but adventure. So I'm condensing it way down, because it says to do so if you're going to do a convention game anyway. So you're not missing anything, but a lot of fun stuff can go on with this entire module. Just FYI. So you guys begin your trail. It's kind of the normal howdy do. You guys are typically scouts, being able-bodied men and or women, or set up to guard, things like that. You don't have any jewelry to make. You don't have any parsnips to farm. You don't have any cannons to ramrod. So what are you to do anyway? Let me go ahead and roll a concealed dice to see what we're doing.
Oh my.
Beautiful, beautiful.
I didn't care for that mystery roll. It was too mysterious.
There's a lot of those. There's a ton of tables in this too, so don't worry too much. When you're in a fight and I do this, then worry a lot.
Don't tell me when to worry.
Well, I mean, you don't have to, do what you want, but you might want to worry.
Exactly.
All right. It's nighttime, and there's kind of like a makeshift saloon that's kind of been getting established every night. Let's see, and you guys are kind of invited to partake in some playing cards and drinking. Normally they wait till the Reverend goes to sleep, obviously, but Russ Daggett likes to set up his tent, set up a little poker table in there and chairs and everything, pass around some hooch, and have a good time. The boys have been at it all night tonight, though. Been bending elbows and playing poker, and I'm sorry, it's Shorty Pickens Social Tent is what it's called. And we get this music chilled out here too. No one would dare call it a saloon, but that's pretty much, like I said, what it's become. As camp guards, you've had to tell them several times already in the past few nights to keep quiet it down, simmer down, waking people up. Every time y'all camp out for the night, the wagons all form a large circle, and the camp kind of, everyone, they're trying to bathe, they're trying to relax from the long grueling day, and get some sleep, because you guys, as soon as dawn comes, you guys continue on. And especially if Reverend Halpern wakes up, then there'll be obviously hell to pay. But tonight, Paul Holcomb is quite drunk. He had a bad run of cards, and he's not thinking straight. And now he's started jack-jawings with Rawlings' man, that ornery cuss, Russ Daggett. To make things worse, that sly gambler, Thurmond Willoughby, thinks it's so funny and has been egging them on. He's a clever fellow who's good with words, so just about every time he opens his mouth, one or the other looks plumb ready to fight. Finally, what everybody knew was going to happen happens. Paul Holcomb throws his cards down and calls Russ Daggett a cheat. The two men stand up, hands hovering over their guns, and a hush falls over the tents. Paul was a bluecoat sergeant during the war, and he's a good hand with a gun when he's sober. But he's drunk now, and that Russ Daggett's got a mean streak a mile wide. Someone's got to speak up before the shooting starts, but who's it going to be? What do you do?
Othello Blackstone. He's a photographer from New York. He stands up. He pulls out his camera and he says, "Gentlemen, this is perfect. This is an absolutely perfect moment here. I'm just gonna get you two to stand here, just like that, face each other, get your hands up, and I'm gonna take your photo, but don't be moving, okay? This is going to be good, but it's going to make it in the newspapers once we get there." Ready?
Russ says, "You heard him, Paul. Draw. Let's give him a show."
Hey, don't be firing though. It's going to fuck with the photo.
Anybody else? Okay.
I just want to see what happens.
Okay. Good wagon guards. Yeah. Daggett draws his gun, and he, as quick as a lightning bolt, shoots Paul right through the head. Yeah. Daggett quickly takes his pistol and puts it in the dead Paul's hands, and looks at you all and runs away.
What?
Can we snag him or grab him or something?
What do you do?
Yeah, everybody runs after. I run after him.
Yeah.
Well, one of my guys has 50 feet of rope, so he's going to try to hog tie the guy.
Okay.
Stop that man.
You gonna try to lasso him?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's
How do I
see.
do that?
Well, like I said, we're not dealing with skills, so you'd really just roll your agility.
Could I roll strength?
to throw it extra hard,
Yeah,
you want to throw it precisely.
that's fair. All right, well, big ups. Hey, a 9. That's exactly my ability, right? So that
Okay.
means it's good.
So my turnip farmer kind of throws a shovel out of nowhere, trying to hit him too while he's running away.
Well, 9's a success.
Oh, okay.
Oh, nice.
I also
So he gets lassoed, and then a shovel just hits him in the back of the head.
pops him in the head.
That's 2 murders. Oh no.
Yeah. So you lasso him right off the bat, and as he kind of jerks back mid-run, a shovel smacks him right in the back of the head and knocks him out cold.
Great. I look at the guy who threw the shovel. I'm like, oh, nice aim, brother.
Thanks. I usually throw turnips. This time was a shovel.
Couldn't tell. You must throw heavy turnips.
Yes, I do.
I'm gonna tie this guy up.
All right, you do so.
Well, why in the hell? Addressing the guy tied up. Like, why in the hell did you do that? The hell are you thinking? You're gonna hang for that.
He's knocked out.
Oh, he's not.
He got
All
knocked
right,
out from the
still say
shovel blow.
Still say that, and I poke him with my boot, and I'll check to see if he's still armed with anything else.
He has a Bowie knife.
I'll be taking that.
You guys
Who's taking
see,
it specifically?
Colt. No, he's got a gun. I'm just trying to find. It doesn't matter. The housekeeper, Timmy. No longer armed with only a broom.
All right, Timmy. All right, I got your Bowie knife. I'll drop it in there for you.
Oh, okay, thank you.
The gun that the dead man got, like while everyone's distracted with this, can I have Jacob Fisk, the young cabinet maker, try and quietly just come over and take his gun?
The gun that was planted? Yeah.
Well, presumably they both drew arms, right?
That's true, yeah. But,
Yeah,
well,
so
no,
there's
no,
two guns.
they were both hovering over the gun, and the guy that y'all captured drew his so fast and shot the guy dead so quickly, the other guy did not have an opportunity to draw his gun. So he's got a gun in his holster and a gun in his hand.
I'm going to take it right out of the holster.
Okay.
Take it. Yeah, that's all. But I'm going to try and do it without being seen by the other people around.
Oh.
So I'll make an agility test, I'm assuming. Yeah. So I
17's
don't know.
definitely a success.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys are all distracted, and there's just this young boy kind of goes over and he takes the other man's gun out of the holster and he puts it in his pants so that you can't be seen. And that way he has a gun.
If anyone cares, that's an opposed roll. If you went to roll an intelligence check to see it, you'd have to beat that 17 though.
No, good.
No, you sure?
Yeah, too busy making sure this crazy guy doesn't try to kill anyone else.
Okay. Bowie knife. Sorry about that. Here's your David Bowie. Oh, you're already putting it in there. Yeah.
Is there like a sheriff or somebody in charge of this wagon train beyond ourselves?
The trail master, the guy that did the announcement in the beginning.
Did he witness this murder?
He's probably asleep right now. Let me get your Bowie knife in there real quick though. I think it's just a D6. There's not really much else to it. All right. You want to go wake him up?
Yeah, I'll announce that Butch will go rouse the trail master and bring him back here to explain what's happened.
Okay. All right. That is Jed Rawlings. You go to where he pretty much sleeps in his wagon, wake him up. Oh, and he comes back with you. He's wearing red pajamas right now. He still has his arms slinged in, wrapped up. Oh, god damn it. They're drinking again, weren't they? Keep them tied up. Tie them up over that tree under there, and we'll probably hang them in the morning.
All right, you say so. That's protocol. We tie him up to the tree and then maybe set a watch to keep an eye on him in case, something else strange happens.
Okay. All right. You guys keep watch the camp, do your shifts normally. Everyone keeps a watch on him throughout the night, and day comes next day. The Reverend doesn't want to hang him, though. He says in a soft-spoken voice, I think we should all just wait until the end of their journey to deal with them properly. We'll contact a circuit sheriff, and he'll go to jail and proper trial, and just keep him tied up along the journey. I think that's the fair thing to do. Rawlings doesn't question it and just kind of agrees. And he's gonna pretty much stay with Rawlings in his wagon.
I don't much care for that.
We all saw him murder that man. I think it's a pretty clear-cut case, but you're the boss.
Rawlings kind of looks at you. It's just, Reverend says that it can't be helped. It was his run.
Very well.
Let's move out. A few days, more days pass by. And let's see who the lucky Gus is going to be. In case you haven't got, these are going to be small bites as we go along here. Can someone roll me a D5, please?
I gotcha. Oh, I put a period on a slash. Give me 1 sec. Gotcha.
Okay. Well, you're it. So, you're taking your watch, helping to protect your fellow settlers. When, and it's late at night at this point. This is like just about to hit midnight. And there's a sudden scurrying that kind of gives you a jump. With your weapon drawn, Briney, I think I saw one of your guys did not have a weapon. That might have been an error on my part. Everyone gets something. Just
they all should have something.
Yeah, just double check that. I might have goofed up there, but
Nope. You're right. I just forgot to put something on one of my guys. I'll fix that right now.
Do I get to say which character it is, or is it like multiple characters? Like
it's all four characters together. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, with your weapon drawn, you walk the perimeter of the campfire. You're trying to find the source of what the disturbance was. With a well-aimed rock toss, a coyote darts away with a high-pitched whine. You kind of relax a little bit, and you all turn around. Back to your stool to find yourself face to face with a horror straight out of your nightmares. A ghostly figure hovers within a few feet of you all, and would be eye to eye if there was a head level, but instead it is tucked under this creature's arm. The bloody stump of its neck steadily streams crimson down its neatly pressed blue-trimmed ivory dress. Your eyes move down to see its head and lock eyes for a brief instant. And then its mouth slowly opens as if it's trying to speak. But instead, you hear a banshee-like wail that hits you harder than a mule, kicking you right in the tenders.
My.
All of your characters need to make a grit check right now, which is willpower. DC 11.
Is that on the character sheet as one of the options?
Your
Is it
will.
just will?
For all four.
Oh, who's rolling?
That was me.
Yeah, this is just Poultrygeist's 4 characters.
Yeah, sorry, I don't see Will. Oh, I see it now. Okay,
It took a second for me to see it too. It's kind of hard.
Okay.
I just noticed Kieran
so-
is missing his grits. So double check your character sheets you sent me if you don't mind, and put in the notes tab what your grit is when you have a chance.
okay. Yeah. Well.
And for everybody else, this is essentially what you see.
Jeez. Fuck.
Oh no, head.
Ooh. Crazy ass Dullahan, get out of here.
Jacob, the boy, not the boy. Oh, and the old man. Oh, almost everybody except for Solomon. Okay.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm.
When you're,
So you gotta tell me what happens.
So Solomon, I need him to make a reflex now, DC 12.
Okay. All right. Unfortunately, that's not going to do her.
Okay. Everybody is knocked on their ass. As this ghostly figure continues to scream. Everybody who failed the initial grit check will have some fear to deal with. So I said the DC was 11, right? So starting with him, he missed by 2. What is Will's luck modifier?
Sorry, which character?
I'm
Will?
sorry, Jacob. I don't know. I'm really
Okay.
out of it, guys. You got to bear with me tonight.
No worries. Jacob's luck modifier
Yes, please.
is 0.
Okay. So that's going to be total margin of 2. So how fear works and how it's calculated is in my opinion, it's really cool. And it will be even cooler when I have it memorized because it's a little complicated too. But if you fail a fear check, I'll just read it. It might make more sense to you guys. If the character fails the DC of a grit check, they succumb to the effects of fear. The character immediately loses temporary grit points equal to the number of hit dice of the creature responsible for the check, and uses the amount the check failed by, modified by luck, which is 0, and hex tokens, which we'll get into later, to consult to the fear check. So you missed it by 2. So
Okay.
Jacob, his result on the table here is you grab your gut, dry heave, and fight the urge to empty its contents. The horrific retching noises you make distract all allies with an earshot, causing them to suffer a negative 2 penalty to their next action while you lose your next action. Kieran failed it by even more, obviously. Let's see. Does Kieran have a luck modifier? Is it Keenan or Kieran? Am I
yes,
saying it right?
Does. It's Kieran. And it's a +1.
+1. Okay. A piercing shrill leaves your mouth, alerting everyone to the yeller in your heart. It says, "Connie coward." All attempts at stealth are ruined, and you can take no action other than screaming for 1d3 rounds, or until a willpower save is passed of a DC of 12. Sorry, that was meant to be a D3. You guys can't see it anyway, doesn't matter. That is a total of 3 rounds, so about half a minute, you're going to be like perpetually screaming. Go ahead and give me just 3 willpower checks.
Okay.
From Keenan.
From Kieran.
Kieran.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a 3 on the first.
Okay.
1. And natural 20 on the third.
All right. So yeah, only for Kieran is only screaming for about only 20 seconds, totally normal. And Solomon is fine. Or Othello.
Yeah.
Does he have luck?
Yes, +1.
+1 also. Same thing.
So 3 will saves.
Yeah. There you go. All right. So he's only screaming for a good 10 seconds. Wakes up the whole camp. Pretty much after those 30 seconds, this banshee, we'll call it, just dissipates out of thin air. Is gone. Whole camp wakes up, runs to you and see what's going on. Whole camp, I mean the other players' characters. And you guys see what this is happening. Everything. Everyone's knocked on the ass. 2 of them are screaming. One's dry heaving. What do you all do?
Just try to console them, and try to give them a drink of alcohol to calm them down.
You have alcohol?
I hope I did from the bar. I've got love to give. Hugs.
Solomon is the one that passed the will save.
Yeah, he just got knocked on his ass, but he's fine otherwise.
Yeah. He stands up and he'll say to everyone just, yes, there was some type of ghostly apparition, a doulahan of some kind.
What now?
It's a doulahan. It's just what I've read in a book once.
You can read?
Yes, I can read.
God damn.
And then Jacob Fisk is like dry heaving, but he's like, I can't read. I can't read for shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
Tell
but
me
yeah.
you done seen a ghost? Where at? Where'd it go?
It disapparated. Found its way down. Probably returned back from whence it came. To spy on us and find us another day.
Well, I don't like the sound of that. You think it's this area we're in that's haunted?
Ever since the end of the war, this is just kind of the way things have been going. That makes sense. Yeah. All sorts of craziness happens. This is what the stories I've heard.
It's the middle of the night, Judge.
Yes. It's the middle of the night. There's kind of a foggy haze all around, except for the camp. But you see out in the distance of the night, it's pitch black and gray, lower to the ground. See every star in the sky. You see the fucking Milky Way and everything, and it's a full moon.
Did we see the ghost, or did it disappear before we showed up?
You guys just saw 4 of them freaked out.
Okay. How much have you all had to drink tonight?
Kieran is a teetotaler, and is abstains from all alcohol and drugs. And he'll say, "Oh, you know me, I don't drink at all, and I've seen it too."
Raw dog in life, huh?
Yeah, got raw dog that life.
Yeah.
Be me.
All right. Next day.
You guys should take a rest or something.
Well, maybe y'all should get to some sleep. I'll take over the rest of the patrols for now.
Solomon chooses to stay till the end of his shift, but the rest of them leave. Not that anything's going to happen of that. He'll eventually end his shift and go to bed as well. But character choices. So.
Okay. Well, morning rolls around. Everyone wakes up. Kind of does their morning routine. The trail chef makes breakfast for everybody. And Solomon and the rest of the crew. Solomon's the boss now, so I'm going to just refer to him. And you all notice that one Rath Bentley is out drying his morning laundry. But one of the items that he's putting on the line is the same dress that woman wore. Unmistakable. What do you do?
Othello will be the one to approach and actually speak, but the rest of them are kind of watching from nearby. And he'll say, "That dress there, is that belong to someone? You know, like, where'd that come from?"
Oh, yeah. Oh, it sure did belong to someone. My wife, in fact. Oh, God rest her soul. Passed just before the trail.
Was she perchance recently decapitated?
Oh, my goodness, sir. She is just barely laid in the ground. Do you mind? My goodness.
Well, she came to visit you last night, but she didn't make it past the fire. I'm sure you heard the commotion.
Yeah, I heard there was some screaming and whatnot, but sir, my wife is up with the Lord now. I don't think you saw what you think you saw.
Listen, you don't tell me what I saw. I'll tell you what I saw.
Hey,
I saw a woman in that dress.
I'm not sure what to say. Give me an intelligence check.
Okay. Othello will do it. It's a 15. Not bad.
Okay. Yeah, he something's not right. Something's kind of off with the way he was describing his wife dying and how he's reacting to everything you just said is just strange and off to you. Be that as it may, if you don't mind, I would like to be left alone with my thoughts. Thank you.
Othello reaches over and he takes the dress off the line.
Oh, he resists. He's gonna snatch it, and he's gonna swing at you immediately.
Okay.
I'm assuming that Othello would have predicted a reaction like this, so we won't make this like a surprise or a flat-footed.
Yeah.
Get you
An AC 10.
AC 10.
Not
Okay.
wearing armor or nothing.
Let me get a generic roll in here. I did not anticipate such boldness. To be honest with you.
Listen, I think the dress is haunted. It can't stay with us. Like Aaron, think that that's a haunted dress.
The old classic haunted dress trick.
All right. Yeah, he misses. So you have to do an opposed strength check now, as you guys are kind of rustling around this dress.
Damn,
You nailed it.
I'm sure that's gonna win, but let's see if I get very lucky. I rolled a 20.
There you go.
Rolled a nat 20.
Othello.
He snatches away from here. You better get the fuck away from me right now, or I'm gonna go get Rawlings. How dare you,
killed
sir?
your wife, you dumb bitch.
How dare you? I'm gonna go get him right now. You're gonna get the fuck off this trail. You're a danger to all of us. He grabs, scoops up his dress, puts it under his arm, and starts marching straight to Rawlings.
The other three are like, wow, I'm so glad I wasn't a part of this. Othello's gonna get hung.
Yeah.
There you go.
What does Othello do while this guy marches away?
He skulks. He skulks and pretends like he was elsewhere. I'm gonna gaslight this man.
Jeez. All right. Yeah. I mean, Rawlings eventually comes up to you. This guy is behind him. I'm still clutching the dress.
Yeah.
Oh.
And Othello is playing cards with one of Bing Bong's characters.
Mr. Photographer, sir, I just heard an interesting story. Would you care to enlighten me before I begin?
Perchance, I'm sorry, I've been here playing cards with this gentleman here. What's going on? What's this man saying?
Well, this here widow has proclaimed that you attempted to steal his late wife's dress.
No, that doesn't sound like something I would do.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he'd wear that dress tonight. I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm not married. What would I need a dress for?
All right, give me an intelligence check.
Intelligence or personality?
Personality. That probably will fit better.
It's literally the same. I just kind of curious how that works. Yeah, that sounds about right. That's a 5. That's not a very believable lie at all.
Okay. Let's see. Let me get Rawlings in here. All right. I could roll worse. Stranger things have happened. I didn't.
Fair enough.
Mr. I'm sorry, what was your last name?
Blackstone.
Blackstone. I'm gonna have to ask you to stay away from his wagon from the remainder of the trip until y'all settle whatever it is y'all are having a dispute over, if you don't mind. Is that okay with you?
It is, as long as he keeps his distance from me. He's a murderer, you know.
Sir, those are not accusations you should throw around. That you're making my job much harder by just throwing around silly accusations, and I will remember that and be less inclined to believe you in the future. And I ask you kindly to stop.
Have yourself a good day. And he winks at the man whose dress he tried to steal. Throws the cards on the table. Flips a single copper to one of Bing Bong's characters and walks away.
Okay. Day goes on. You are all together again. do you mention any of this to the rest of the party except for Bing Bong? Who was it? Everybody or
So,
who was he with?
They were all together, but definitely the jeweler, Ross, was like, "Did you really try to steal that woman's dress? What were you doing?"
I was gonna burn it because I feel
Why were
like
you
it was
burning women's dresses. That's not normal.
well because the ghost was wearing that dress, and then I feel like he must have murdered his wife, and she's all pissed off, and she's finding him based on this dress. This is all things I thought about it a lot last night.
You got all this from screaming last night?
Yeah,
Man, I hope you don't scream at me.
listen, I'm very smart. I got a +1 to my
true.
intelligence.
I thought I knew about jewels, but damn.
Yeah, no. Othello is a conspiracy theorist. That's canon now.
Noted. Okay. Do you inform the rest of the group or just Ross?
Yeah. Othello will start a whisper campaign against this man. So everybody will eventually hear all the lurid details and his theory that this man is a murderer. And it will spread throughout the camp.
It will.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. What did the rest of you do?
Gossip about this man that murdered his wife in her dress.
I heard the yelling in the dress.
And he's putting everyone in danger by carrying that dress around and not burning it.
I heard he was wearing it.
Yeah.
Y'all are bad.
I was going to say, if you really think this man murdered his wife, maybe we have a conversation with him tonight and get him to confess.
We're already doing one hanging. Might as well have two.
That's fair. If you back me up on that, I would love to hear him admit to his crimes. This poor guy.
He might not have actually done anything at all. We're just gonna gaslight him into a confession.
Well, night comes. You go to his wagon. He is not in sight. What do you do? Oh, and by the way, in case it kind of feels like I'm passing time quickly, important detail: this journey is like a few weeks. So think of this whole journey over a span of a month as one dungeon. So we kind of boop, 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 you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
Like in a Western movie, it's like, oh, like, hey, I'm in Wyoming and now I'm in Texas. Next scene, that doesn't take weeks of travel and agony. Lord of the Rings did that.
Anyone have a keen eye?
Notoriously.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Keen eye. I don't know.
Rummage through his stuff and see if we can find anything.
Maybe look on the ground for any boot marks.
Yeah. Assisting rolls. How does that work again? Is it just a flat +1 for every person that assists?
Normally, if you're trained in the same skill you're assisting with, you can roll and help out. But yeah, if you just roll the same attribute and you give them a +1.
Okay. I'm willing to assist.
So, how would we go? What characteristic would we need to use to look at the ground and see if we can see maybe if he wandered off somewhere?
Hell yeah.
Well, very quickly into your search, you do see that someone is laying down in the wagon.
One of my characters has a lantern. I forget which one. It's Solomon. Solomon shines a light into the thing to see who's in there.
It's hard to tell. It looks like someone undercover is sleeping.
Yeah. I don't want to be the only one to talk tonight, so Solomon will gesture to the group. Othello will encourage everyone to lynch this man.
Get him!
But you guys do what you please.
Do we, hear snoring or see that the blankets covers kind of rising with breath?
Good question. Roll intelligence +2.
Okay. Where's Elite at? What's your intelligence? It's not bad.
Critical failure.
Net
Oh
one.
no!
So normally, when you roll critical fumbles, we go to a critical fumble table and have lots of fun. But since this isn't fight or anything like that, you just get a hex. So I need you to just put, and you, because everyone will get multiple hexes, I'm sure. So in your notes, just put hex, :1. Hexes are fun. We'll get into that later. They fuck your day up.
My grandfather had X in his colon.
Silas McGraw's. Sorry, go ahead.
What's that, Dred?
Silas McGraw, being a stronger man, is going to grab the ankles of this person and yank them out of the wagon as hard as he can.
Okay. So these wagons are good, they're big. People live in these on the whole journey. So it's not just kind of a flatbed that you can reach somebody. You have to get onto the wagon and get into it.
Okay. He will go ahead and get into the wagon. Try to roll this person out of the wagon.
Okay. You jerk from the leg to start dragging them out, expecting resistance, but there is immediately none that stands out to you. As you drag, it's kind of unveiled that you're holding onto something soft, and it's a leg of somebody wearing this dress that was kind of described to you before from Ortho, but it's clearly just stuffed with pillows. You look up at the head of this stuffed person, though, and the head is very real. And it is the decapitated head of a woman. And as this unveils to you, you feel something smash in the back of you that gets tossed from the darkness of night, and it is a torch. I need you to roll a DC 10 reflex save.
Oh fuck!
Did we just fall into his trap?
Reflex then.
I mean, he was right though.
I was right.
He was right.
All right.
Parried.
Well, I need you to go in your detailed tab of your character, and instead of putting in a hex, I need you to put in a boon. Boons are kind of get our free jail cards. You can use that boon for a variety of things. I'm just gonna. Does everyone have the book? Can I be lazy? Does everyone have the book? Did everyone download it? No? Cool.
No.
No.
Boons, I'll just tell you then, and you'll have to remember like normal people. You can use a boon to give yourself a +1 modifier to both attack and damage rolls on any one attack. You can spend a boon at any time to allow an instant reshuffle of your gun deck, which we haven't got into yet. That's why you need your poker deck for. You can spend a boon to rid your character of a hex token that you currently have, 1 for 1. You can spend a boon for a reroll with the exception of natural ones. You can spend a boon for another +1 to any roll, period. Apparently. Spend a boon to give an ally a +1 modifier for their next action. And while we're on the subject, hexes. Each hex token adds a cumulative +1 penalty when you have to roll on your critical fumble table. Should a hex be acquired by a failed attack roll, count this hex along with any already attached to the character before rolling on the critical fumble roll table. Critical fumble table is a lot like the critical injury table in like Alien or the Year Zero games. And you can die from it but it takes a long time for you have to have a lot of hexes, and it'd be pretty bad to get that instant death. Hex tokens also modify any interactive rolls with NPCs by -1 per hex. This reflects the dark cloud following you around. Each hex token makes the grit check that much harder. Each hex token adds a +1 to the grit check DC and a 10% modifier to the madness chart. Madness is what you roll on when your grit runs out. So you succeeded, though. Wagon bursts into flames. You dive out like a champ and take no damage. And you see a man bolt into the darkness that you can pursue. But before, what do? You let him go?
All we did last time.
Yeah, lasso.
The rope and the shovel.
Yeah.
Now this time it's dark, and he's in the darkness. He's a little further than the other dude. The other dude was right in front of you when all this blasting started happening. Lasso made sense, but he's a little far.
Would we have seen him light a torch or anything?
You didn't when it happened. Now, maybe because he is so far away, maybe he's on the other side of the wagon. But you do see his silhouette running in the darkness right now. You could give chase.
Okay.
Right. Silas is going to chase after him because he just tried to burn him alive. And Phineas, Jedediah, and Malcolm are also going to give chase.
Yeah. Othello and Solomon will join in chase. But Kieran and Jacob decide that this is not their problem.
Anybody who's giving chase, just give me a stamina check. DC 10.
Oof. What is stamina?
Just
it's
there it is. I see it now. Let's see. Get shields.
They just had to be different and not call it con.
All right.
Only 2.
Goodness gracious. Look at all these D20s at school areas.
So many.
I don't know why Mike rolled 3 times, but...
Well, you guys give chase. And it's clear Silas has been drinking his, good hooch tonight, because he catches him real fast. Tackles him, and say, are you guys going to tie him up? Same thing as last time? What do you do with him?
Silas is going to try to hit him in the knee with his copper pipe. Make sure he doesn't get back up and run away again.
Are you trying to break bone or just inflict some good old lesson learning?
Lesson learning.
Lesson learning done. Strike him in the kneecap. Strike him in the shin maybe a couple times. You go full like Bangladesh police on this guy. And he's wailing in pain and doesn't look like he's running anytime soon.
Yeah. Othello will crouch down in his face and be like, I'm going to be honest with you. I did not know for sure if you had killed your wife, but now I do. That was fucked up, man.
I saw the head.
That's fucked up, too.
I've been carrying her head around these last weeks.
I ain't got nothing to say to none of you. That is all he says.
Let's tie this sicko up and hang him with the other one.
Yeah, you do so. Similar thing. If you get the wagon, the trail master, Rawlings, he same thing. Wait for the morning. Let the Reverend decide. Reverend says the same thing. God will pass judgment on him once we reach the end of our trail. It's not for us to decide at the moment.
Wait, I thought you said you wanted a judge to do it.
Well,
It's going to be God or man here.
the judge will be in the form of God's hand, of course.
One judge. Do we recognize the severed head?
Those of you that were there last night at midnight that saw the apparition recognize the head.
But we don't recognize it from it being attached to someone before.
No.
That's his wife. That's his wife. I never met her, but I just... That's his goddamn wife.
Can we poke around in the What's the word? Caravan thing. Chariot.
Wagon.
Wagon, that's the word.
The
It
chariot.
burnt down.
The sedan.
Yeah,
Oh.
you find a lock of woman's hair. Congratulations. You can keep that for later.
I eat it.
You find a half-empty bottle of whiskey. You find a woman's cameo brooch, and $4 of cash.
Did the dress survive the fire?
No. Everything, that's all burnt.
Good, that's important. Yeah. Othello will like very quickly. He'll go up to Rollins and be like, "I told you. I know it sounded baseless. I was very spooked by what I saw, but he brought this upon us."
Right as you're discussing this, you notice something appear behind you. It is again the headless woman. Blood spewing out of her stump of a neck and out of the bottom of the head. And it begins to open its mouth again. But this time, in a echoey, distant, but right in front of you voice, you hear, "You know of my fate at the hand of the cruel devil of a man. He married me and swindled me out of what remained of the small inheritance my previous husband left for me before he died at Gettysburg. Wrath decided he'd murder me once word of the settlers heading for the valley broke. I have one last request of you. I'll never find my peace until my remains are united and buried together. There's a woman in these parts. She's known as the Dead Talker. You'll know her when you see her, and her posse, as they are an odd bunch. Carry what's left of my head with you till you run across her and tell her my story. If anyone can find my body and put me to rest, it's her."
Kiernan will just nod solemnly and kind of like roughly take the head from whoever happens to be holding it or wherever it is, and he's going to stuff it into his canvas backpack.
Okay. You do what she says, and you do eventually find this posse nearby. Short conversation. She kind of knows, as if maybe she was visited by this ghostly apparition already herself. She knows what to do. So you all gain a point of XP from that one.
Nice.
You should have a spot for XP on your characters. Yeah, 1 XP. All right, so
and no one even had to die.
no one had to die. No one was even singed. I was hoping like a group of you would all get in the wagon together, like and huddle around. All right, so we all should be nice. We got our feet wet. All right, let's ready to get this this tale really unwound here. All right. A short time after leaving Fort Fallow, you reach a... let me show you guys also, actually, to kind of give you a visual of the path ahead. The trail is known. This is kind of a rough map that Rawlings already drew out and showed everybody so that you guys kind of know what you're getting into. So you've got, like, the fort, long fucking desert, and you got some canyons. And then past the canyons, got some rolling hills. You'll have to cross a pretty wide river, and then hopefully you'll arrive at your destination. So the first stop here, the Badlands. It's just like a broken up few mounds of rock. I'm sorry. You reach the edge of a dry stretch of hard pan desert broken up by a few mounds of rocks and upturned soil. Jed Rawlings assembles you all and says, "This here is the Rumbling Badlands. It gets its name from the tremors that occasionally shake the earth. It's as rough a country as you've ever seen. Water is scarce, and not all of it's safe to drink. The sun beats down on patches of dry brown grass and twisted scrub brush. with nary a hint of trees for shade. Keep watch for sinkholes, swarming with rattlers. They're everywhere. But stick to the trail, and you should be all right. If all goes as planned, we'll be through the Badlands and into the canyons in a week. So you all are scouting ahead for the wagon. For the wagon trail. Eventually, in your travels, you come across a what looks to be the withered remains of a dead lawman. He is resting against the base of a leafless cottonwood tree. His bones are nearly picked totally clean, but the tin star is evident on his tattered shirt, and a pair of 6 guns rest in his cracked leather holsters. The earth nearby is churned into a mound of loose rocks and soil, and 3 brass shell casings, each the size of a flour sack, lie on the ground next to a handful of dead cockroaches. A flock of motley-looking buzzards with what appears to be rat-like tails glare at you from the branches overhead. What do you do?
When you say flour sack, like, okay.
As big as your
my
head. Big as your head.
artilleryman, yeah. My artilleryman have seen those before, or?
Let's maybe get an intelligence check in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can do that.
No.
We can't do that.
Hey, another hex.
Take a hex, please.
Okay, it's cool. This is how I like.
You're spreading it across your other PCs, though. That's good. That's good.
Right? Yeah. We're not accumulating it on one guy, so he dies instantly. It's going to be a death by 1,000 hexes. Great.
Anyone else?
Yeah,
the shell casings are. Oh, you've never seen it. You're like, it looks almost cartoonish how big these shell casings are.
What the doodad hell fuck are these?
One of my guys is a gunsmith, and I'm wondering if he's ever seen a shell case for a gun or something like that too.
Ooh.
That looks a little familiar.
You know, I give you a +1. Yeah.
Okay. So you say intelligence?
He works with a variety of firearms. You are an artillery.
Okay. I understand.
Artillery.
Fine.
There is no artillery that uses shells.
Okay. No, listen. I understand.
And you know this.
So you were saying roll intelligence check with an extra +1?
Yes.
Okay. So whatever this is, add an extra 1.
No, take a hex.
Oh, come on with the +1.
It's still a critical fumble, unfortunately. But, so yeah, under your character sheet for your gunsmith, under the notes tab, just mark hexes 1.
Yeah, coach.
Yeah, again, this looks like Looney Tuneville. Like it's bizarrely large shell casings.
Kiernan's gonna pick one up and take a look at it. At least he didn't roll a 1.
They look like a brass shell casing that would go into a giant gun.
Yeah, it's big bullet for big gun.
All right.
I don't understand what's so confusing about this.
Any of y'all ever seen a bird that looks like them yonder? And I'll point at the weird birds. What do they look like again, Scar?
They look like normal buzzards, except they have long, fleshy rat tails.
And birds got tails. I don't like that.
My turnip farmer kind of grabs his shovel again and starts getting ready to throw it, but he's just holding it. He likes throwing shovels.
The go-to move.
Yeah.
Othello is going to take a moment and photograph these birds, and there will be an obnoxious flash.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like a 10-minute process.
Now, did you take a picture of the gunfight earlier? Or were you out?
No,
or are you
they
putting on
shot each
show?
other. I was like trying to get them to calm down and maybe pose for a photo, and that might be enough to de-escalate, and then they just shot each other, or the one guy shot the other one. So, I never actually got the photo out.
You're Canadian. You should know how bar fights go. You know.
Listen, I worked security in Canada, and I know how to de-escalate a bar fight real good. Non sequiturs are your friend.
Yes, but this is an American bar fight with guns.
Listen, we don't do that in Canada. We just be like, how about you don't bring a gun to the bar? Like that's a good idea.
Good, like responsible, preemptive, like adult thinking. Yeah, who would? But we don't do that here.
Couldn't be us.
Could I ask? We do it.
God, what were we talking about before all that? Oh no, yeah. So I also have 3. I can take 3 photos. I have enough film and stuff to do 3 photos. It says.
Sir. That's why I was asking. So yeah, you take a really cool picture. This is like, this is one of the only artwork pieces I didn't like out of here, but there is a little bit of artwork of it. But what's funny is the description and what is in the art doesn't match either, so I didn't want to use the art. But yeah, it's just iconic, like skeletal sheriff leaning up against this dead tree with these strange looking buzzards.
Nice.
I remove his gun belt.
Is that what you do?
Oh, I don't like that.
Yeah.
I said I was doing it.
Can I? But Ryan, you know the answer. You can do whatever you want.
Butch, who is armed with a chisel, sees the opportunity to perhaps rearm himself with something more appropriate, and he reaches down to undo
6 gun.
Yeah, it's a 6 gun. You said it. Who's doing this?
Butch Plume, the engraver.
Okay. Yeah. You can. The belt is removable with relative ease. So you have an old gun belt, with this gun. I'm just double checking the gun is the right gun. Yeah. You would an engraver? Yeah, an engraver would probably have engraved many guns. So you don't have to roll. This is a Colt 1862 new model police.
1862.
It's on.
Got it already.
Yeah. I should have had that Bowie. I think some of you have a Bowie, maybe, but I don't know. I'm gradually building the item pool for this, even if we never play it anymore.
Well, this here's a fancy gun. Wonder how he ended up in this condition.
Malcolm Odell, from his days as a grocer, has talked to a lot of people, and he's going to try to recall if he has ever heard any stories about somebody or something that would fire a weapon that had shell casings as large as his head.
I'll give that to you at a -1. All right. Well, it's a +1. That even a 15 still would have passed. You've heard of people who refer to themselves as Bedlamite. Which are kind of these crazy tinkerers that come up with all crazy kinds of inventions, making extraordinarily large guns that would fit a shell casing like this.
Right, he will share that info with everybody that's here.
What are you all doing?
Can we check the pockets of this here gentleman? See if he has any clues on him.
Let's see.
I checked the pockets of this gentleman.
Thank you. Yeah, so this guy is you like kind of put your hand in the pockets and your hand like with relative little force, it just punches right through the pocket, you know, and it kind of deteriorates. Nothing in there. The head kind of slumps over, and the head just kind of falls off, and it sounds like pottery breaking, comically.
Sorry, buddy.
Solomon will very carefully unclasp the silver sheriff's pin.
Okay.
And I want to call him Willie, but I don't think that's it. The guy who actually went into the thing and found the head.
Silas.
Silas. He will give it to Silas.
Okay, he will take it.
He does not say a word to you as he hands it to you, but he does nod solemnly.
He nods back. Pins it on his chest.
All right. Yeah, and the buzzards don't. You just kind of hear them screech here and there, clean their feathers. They might poop on you if you're not being attentive, and but they don't get aggressive. Everybody gets another XP.
No, that's scary.
And other than that, there's not really anything of any interest at this site.
Okay.
Star, does the pistol in the cylinder, does it have all 6 shots?
Yes, and that's it.
10-4. Wondering if something about the shells on the ground, trying to make a connection, but seems
That's
the
what killed
mystery.
me.
So, as you round the bend in this canyon, you come across a cold campfire. Torn, bloody bedrolls lying next to a flatbed wagon, and a tattered tarp covers something bulky in the wagon's bed. Several men seem split between the task of loading anything of value in the wagon and cinching down the straps of a wagon harness on agitated horses. Lying around the cold ashes of the campfire are the bodies of 4 deceased men. Their wounds look very old and vicious to be caused by, too vicious to be caused by guns that any of these men are carrying. Something took to making a meal of those poor souls, and now it looks like the vultures have come to roost. You watch the men rush to clear the area, unaware of your presence. What do you do?
Jacob Fisk is going to be like, we got to ambush them, they're murderers. Wait, no, they're not. They didn't murder those people. I don't think.
Shouldn't just start killing people
just
without
savages.
talking and finding out who murdered who.
I'm 15. I don't know.
Yeah, this is a life lesson. Don't just shoot first if you don't ask a question. Like, did you murder that guy? And if he says yeah, then shoot him.
Okay.
Right?
Should I go out and ask him that?
We should go as a group. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's posse it.
Yeah.
It's on the
One of-
15.
If they are murderers, yeah, if you're 15, if they are murderers, they'll just kill you. But if there's 20 of us,
But then we'll know for sure. So maybe it's a good idea.
like, be the bait we need.
Jacob will draw his pistol and he'll kind of follow in behind the group. And then the other 3 guys will walk forward with everyone else.
Kit Shields is going to pull out his scythe he uses to reap parsnips, apparently.
Hardcore parsnip reaping. Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the most boring but like heartfelt parsnip story in the world, and I've been biting my tongue every time you bring up parsnips.
Now I'm intrigued.
Yeah. So my grandmother and my grandfather were farmers, and my grandmother insisted that one of the fields be only parsnips. And my grandfather hated parsnips, and so he would pay the neighbor to till the soil and destroy as many as possible, so that they didn't end up eating parsnips. for the entirety of winter. But then my grandmother would make her 6 children go out and pick up all parsnips anyways. And like they still ate parsnips all winter. But significantly fewer than if he hadn't done that.
These stories
That's the
about
whole
your grandmother, she just seems deliciously vindictive all the time. I love it.
Oh yeah.
You approach this group of men. They start at your presence as they drop what they're doing, and they reach for the guns, but they don't draw them at your presence. And one of them calls out to you. Oh, and I gotta change hats for this one.
Oh shit!
Who's there? State your business.
Passing through on our way over to greener pastures, so to say.
Well, there's no green pastures here, sir.
Well, not here, but we're going elsewhere, but we have to go through here.
Well, there's no road here. Your story doesn't quite add up there, sir.
Well, we
You
started.
mind? Go ahead.
Oh, we started that way. Now we're going this way. And this is in the middle of those two places, between that way and this way.
All right, then I suppose pass along then. All right? How about you go?
Oh,
Go about your business.
what's going on here?
What, now you're curious what we're doing? I thought you were just passing through.
Both can be true.
Okay, that's fair enough. We're we came across this campsite a few days ago, so we're just trying to get these poor souls loaded on our wagon here. We're gonna take them to town and get buried proper.
Said you've been here a few days. You've just been hanging out with these dead gentlemen, huh? That seems a little odd, don't it?
It's been a lot of work. There was a lot of looks like they got quite I don't know what could have done this, to be honest with you. Their camp was utterly destroyed.
Well, we see the people still here and all their stuff's in yours. So it doesn't look like you're ready to carry them. Looks like you're ready to carry their stuff now.
Are you trying to insinuate something here? We're just trying to be good Samaritans.
We look at the bodies a little more closely. Do they have like gunshot wounds or?
No, they're clearly old wounds, and they're tears. Like they weren't done by any guns that these guys look like they have.
Okay.
Do they seem of a similar level of decomposition as our sheriff buddy we found earlier?
Yes.
Kiernan will step up and just say, the same as they gave us the courtesy of both can be true. We can be curious and just passing through. They can be gathering goods to support their people and also taking care of the burial of these people. There's no sense letting it all go to waste.
What do y'all reckon happened to these gentlemen here, from what you've gathered the last couple days?
I don't know. Wolves, maybe. There's all sorts of strange things that have been going on in this canyons, tremors and the like. These itty bitty earthquakes here and there. Who knows? Maybe something from the ground.
Give a suspicious look to the rest of the mob, our mob.
Othello is nodding and he's like, yeah, it's definitely bears.
Okay, bears is one option.
What do y'all reckon we should? I'll under my breath, I'll kind of like turn and take an aside with the rest of the mob, and I say, "What do you reckon we should do with these men? Do you think we should just keep moving, or do you think there's something more going on here?"
And how many men was it in total?
How many?
4.
Yeah, how many men?
Oh, it's there's like a half dozen.
Oh, just 6. Okay.
Othello's talking about bears, but Solomon will say, perhaps it'd be worthwhile to negotiate to see if we can get some supplies on water, especially for our own crew.
Split some of the goods.
Yeah.
That's fair. What are we gonna trade them?
Well, how about we help bury the bodies?
Yeah, we could trade in some labor. We'll move the rest of their goods if they leave a few things behind. We'll leave it for the wagons. Pick up on the way through.
Yeah, we could just send them on their way and say we'll take care of the rest of this.
Well, I think they want the goods, but yeah, Solomon will approach and he'll say,
Oh,
if
that's
we help
close
you,
enough, friend. That's close enough.
and he puts his hands up. He's unarmed. He's wearing a porter's uniform. So like one of those, like almost like a suit, but then it's got like the tasseled, like broad shoulder things. But it's dusty and dirty from the road. Worthwhile to say you may need some help loading up, and we're short on. We're not short on supplies, but we could always use more. You know how it is. Perhaps we could assist him in some labor, some extra hands, make this short work. If you leave us just a few things, any water you find would be perfect.
Oh, we're all strapping young lads. We don't require any help, and fortunately, we're in the same boat as you. We could use some supplies ourselves. None to spare. You understand?
I frown. Adam. I don't care for that answer.
Now we've got a lot of work to do. If you don't mind, if you're passing through, pass through.
I feel the banditry entering my body.
No, I don't think any of my characters are interested in killing these men, but
No.
they will fight if anybody else just to start shooting.
And that's when they start shooting at you.
Well, I think that's why it's here. It's like we could just kill these men and take all the goods. Like we could. There's
You're
20 of
not
us and
wrong.
6 of them.
Right? Except each one of them has 2 guns and 6 actions.
Everybody, give me a intelligence from one of your characters.
Okay.
You just know all my characters are dumb.
Yep. Me too. Okay, last one.
Damn, at 20.
Colt? Yeah,
Way to
Colt
go,
got
Colt.
it. Not
God
20.
damn.
That's a
You
boom.
gotta be kidding me, man.
Harry's got his second hex.
Oh man, I am like I can't. Where the bejesus? Let's see.
I don't think anyone except for Perry failed.
I didn't tell you the DC now, did I? God, you're right though. Fuck.
Usually it's 10. I've run DCC a few times.
Sorry, this
Yeah,
is
10, 15,
unrelated,
5.
but something I want to find now. So wait,
I do have the rulebook if you want me to start looking for something while you adjudicate.
two of the gunmen are obviously trying to conceal the tarp on the wagon.
I ain't like that. Why don't you let us take a look at what you got going on over there?
Listen here, friend. You say
The
you're
men of
passing
God.
through. If you don't pass through, we're gonna have some troubles here.
Kiernan chokes his hands up on the shovel and he says, "We're men of God. If you are doing something unholy or unsanctimonious, it is our duty to make sure that you know your place."
Hey, men of God, Did you not hear the accent, son? I'm Irish. Guarantee you're not
What
holier
is an
than thou.
Irishman doing? I'm not saying I'm holier than you. I'm saying that I'm a man of God. If you're a man of God, then you should know that. Honestly, we've seen some things lately. Is there a body under there?
It's none of your business what's under this here tarp, okay? And I think you asked one too many questions. Go now, or we're gonna have trouble.
Now Kieran does want to find out what's under the tarp.
So I was gonna say, we're gonna make it our business. So why don't you take the tarp off?
Fuck this conversation is boring anyway. And he shoots. And the others start shooting. And they take cover behind the wagon. We're going to get into our first combat.
Oh boy.
Man, how can I just roll you all out at once? Jeez Louise, instead of doing 10 people. I mean, I have to do 10 fucking. Can you all click and drag onto the battle map yourselves? That'd be awesome.
Let's give that one.
If you
Nope.
unpause the game, maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Great. Tokens are broken anyway, it looks like, so that's going to be a fun time.
Also, no, I cannot.
All right. Let the fun begin. All right. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment. Let me fix the flipping tokens. I knew I was forgetting something.
Let's get our bets in now, guys. What's under the tarp? Is it a monstrosity, a dead body, something completely innocent, or that guy's dead wife?
The dead wife. I was going for that one.
Oh yeah. I'm going corpse pile.
Oh, God.
Maybe some like caged wolves or something they used to hunt down people.
I feel like we're going to lift it up and it's going to be like a weird monstrosity that's just like a pile of dogs with human faces.
Why wouldn't they release the dog pile on us?
They might.
Yeah.
Combat's just starting.
Yeah. Scar hasn't decided what they're going to do.
What if it's just like a pile of letters to sick children?
Yeah, I think it's
Actually weird. That's the weirdest thing yet. I will kill that man if it's a pile of letters to dead children.
We're gonna get the credit
sick
for delivering.
children, not dead children. Jesus Christ! They're
Listen, I know
they're
what
like
era
a
it
Western Make-A-Wish program.
we are about ready
Western
to
Make-A-Wish.
murder 6 innocent Irishmen.
Hey, they shot first.
Yeah.
This is a Han Solo situation.
I mean, it's one of those things where, like, yeah, we could have just walked by, but they're being real suspect. They're being real weird.
And you can have a boon for. I know you got that reference, Bryony.
They could have just shown us what's under the tarp.
Shit.
A boon, you say, huh?
Uh-huh.
Do I get a boon for rolling the 20?
You rolled a 20? Yes,
Yeah,
you do. Yes.
There we go. Wait, who got the boon? The other boon? There's a fresh boon.
Bryony did
for
for getting a movie reference. For those of you,
Nice.
that's a little fair too, because he knows, but I haven't really told you guys. If I make a lot of references, if you call it out, you'll get whatever equivalent of a boon is in the game we're playing.
Who hasn't got a boon yet?
A lot of
Oh,
people.
I don't got no boon. But I don't deserve any boons. I'm a
I think
conspiracy theorist.
I've only earned Texas, but
You're
Yeah,
boon
well,
free.
I'm boon and bane free, babe. There you go.
Oh man, this is gonna take 10 fucking years with 20 characters.
Gar, sometimes what I'll do is I'll just have one token represent all 4 of
Yeah, we can do
the
that. So
tokens.
Did that not get complicated?
Probably.
Well, wouldn't we just have all 4 of our characters kind of go in a row? Like, I've never
Yeah.
run a funnel, but
Yeah, I guess we can.
it's easier to have 5 initiatives than it is to have 20.
Yeah, yeah. Well, the initiative was probably going to be that anyway. Be whoever has the highest initiative. Okay. Yeah, that's smart. Thank you for being smart.
I do my best, you know.
he does. I know that. He likes wearing dresses.
Damn.
Listen, I do's what I wants. That's
Go
all.
ahead.
It's okay. No one's judging. It's the judge-free zone.
That's the problem. We have 2 criminals tied up because it's a judge-free zone. We need more judges up in this zone.
We need more judgment. I need
Yeah,
some
right.
finality
Not
up
enough
in here.
judgment in this judge-free zone. This isn't a safe space, okay?
It's not a safe space. You see those buzzards? They got lizard tails or rat tails or whatever. Fucked up.
Those like weird Padawan tails. I don't like it. It's out of style.
All right. So, in proper fashion, if the whatever one shot or during the one shots, if what we're doing does not provide me with battle map, we are using Theory of the Mind. I hope y'all don't mind. Campaign obviously won't be this way though. That dude, and I said a dozen, right? Oh, really? I got his token right, but nobody else's. That's beautiful, beautiful work. I do all, I mean, like I said, I do everything the fucking hard way. Like I do I find all this art. I hand crop it, make my own borders for the token. Each individual fucking one.
I was wondering, that is a sick ass border. The bob wire is really cool.
Yeah, I'm kind of I'm having weird feels that we're playing a weird Western because I'm like doing more updated things from when I did all the Deadlands stuff. So I'm like, oh, I should do this in Deadlands.
To be fair, you said there was a half a dozen of them, not a dozen.
Yeah. Wait.
Dozen plus one.
All right. So
also, I don't think I have a token.
Oh, there's 5 of you? That's weird.
What do you mean that's weird? There's been 5 of us the whole time.
Rosalita is like a personal favorite of all the characters, full disclosure.
Rosalina?
Rosalita. One of Sean's characters.
One of my characters. Yeah.
Is that the only woman?
I think so.
Hell yeah.
All right, so and yeah, so they are shooting. We're gonna put. Using our, we're smart people, right? So they are shooting at about 25 feet from you guys, behind a wagon. So they have cover at present moment. Make a wagon. Let's see, just a regular flatbed wagon. It's got cool wheels right here. Yeah, looks cool. This is where you sit. The reins are laying on the ground right now. The mules are over here. They're eating. They're having a good time. There's a few horses over here. They're just chilling, having a good time. It's a bright, shiny day. Got a sun up here.
Oh my god, I just had the worst thought. Is I'm gonna just turn around and start shooting all their animals and be like, fuck you. You can't take the wagon in.
All right.
We got the same sick mind because I was thinking that too.
Okay, so here's our beautiful battle map. Let's go ahead and get our initiatives in here. So I'm gonna get a battle started. You guys can right-click on your character and hit on the cross swords. Put yourself in the initiative. Oh, look at that! Beautiful. I love the carousel.
What the hell?
That's nice.
So once you're in the battle initiative, you hit the dice, and that will roll your initiative for you.
I don't think I have any bonuses to initiative. Nope, I don't.
Most of you don't, if not negative. Some of you.
I have a couple characters with positives. Do I just keep right clicking? Or wait.
Just one character, right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, the one character will represent all 4 of your characters.
Oh.
Yeah. I hear you now.
And right, and we are just.
Oh, they're criminals.
Who would have known?
The
Alright,
what
we're
is
just
jackals?
missing your roll, Bing Bong. Under, so you're looking on the cross
Would you
swords
like-
on the top right,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna hit that D20 symbol next to your.
Oh, there it is. So,
It just says character
Yeah.
for you, which is
it's
weird.
gonna be a 2, of course. I'm at the back.
I guess some. Anyway, I'm not worried
Cool.
about that. All right, so we're gonna get our first fight going here. It's been quiet, so let's actually get some fight music. Do I want to get rid of maybe this one? Yeah, that one. I'll turn that way down. And luckily, our Irish champ is up first. All right, so. He's gonna move. I don't think this is. Yeah, it is exact measuring. Nice, cool. And he's gonna shoot one of your characters in the face, Sean.
Okay.
So I'm gonna let you roll d4 while I target you, and that's gonna be who he's shooting. Right, that is your second character, who's Kit Shields.
No.
Kit, no! That was almost a 20.
But what was it actually?
It was a 16.
Yeah.
I'll make these public. My apologies. 16's gonna hit. Rolling damage.
Oof.
Welcome to DCC.
Blech.
All right. So, does this character have any kind of armor, AC?
He has 10 AC.
10 AC. Okay. How much health?
3.
Let's go to death.
What can grit be used for?
Man, I had
To
too
resist
many,
like fear effects and stuff.
Okay, gotcha.
I don't know if you can use boons to force rerolls on attacks or to like lower damage. I can't remember, but
It's too late now. I
'cause
listen.
I played
Listen what
more-
he'll do. Can't repeat it.
yeah, but I don't think I'm sorry, I play a lot of systems. I don't think that you can stop death in this game. Short of just having more HP.
Yeah. So
Though if you play as a Tommy Knocker, you can just keep going back to life.
So it normally, when you're level 1 and above character, you have like death saves and you bleeding out, and like, you know, a lot of fun stuff happens. 0 level characters, Kit has a big hole through his face right now, and he is very dead.
You killed the parsnip farmer. I hope you feel good about that.
His grandma will be happy.
I feel dirty. Dread, roll a d4 for me as you are targeted next. Close, but
It's /R.
all right.
There you
Who's your 4th character on your list?
Oh, yeah.
So that is who is getting shot. I am assuming 18 hits.
Yes.
5 damage. Does Silas make it?
No. Yeah, 4 HP.
So within a matter of
Damn it,
seconds,
who's gonna be the-
2 of your comrades just drop like a sack of potatoes as these outlaws start shooting out. Luckily, it's y'all's turn to act. All 4 of your characters are whoever's still alive. Sean.
Thanks. So nice. All right. Let's see.
I'll be right back.
So,
I can hear you though.
okay. Well, one of my guys has a pocket pistol, so he's gonna aim at the captain motherfucker who killed Kit and try to shoot him. I hope a 12 hits.
A 12 does hit.
You're trying to
Well,
hit.
Hey, it's a 12 hits.
12 does hit. How do I roll damage? Damage, I guess.
Yeah.
But it says damage.
I think
Yeah,
you
I
can-
was having trouble with that, so I would just roll it manually. If it's a pocket pistol, I think it's 1d6.
Yeah. Can I get a big fat 6? Oh, 5 still pretty good.
That's pretty good. Maybe these guys are level 0 characters too.
Maybe. Rosalita's gonna take out her machete and maybe run at one of the guys and try to kill him.
Yeah, we could just theater of the mind. You don't have to actually move your token.
Sweet. She will try to machete him with a 16.
You did 5 damage?
5 damage to the captain guy.
The Irishman?
Yeah,
All right, yeah, you shoot him right in the gut. He don't like it. He's still up, though.
that sucks. And then I assume she hits with a 16.
Yo, yeah.
Oh, and that would be nope, it was only the first one. 6 damage.
This other guy over here?
Yeah, the guy right next to the captain.
Oh, next to the captain. Got you. With a 4?
No, 6 damage. First one.
Oh,
Right.
6 damage. Yeah,
Yeah.
she definitely kills him. How does she kill him?
Just like a Jason murder, just machete at the top of the head, and just.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
And the last guy is Wiley Tannenbaum, who's got a ramrod, and he's just gonna try to mash a dude's face in. He'll go up to the captain guy and try to mash his face in.
Who's that? Ping him for me.
The captain guy.
Oh, the same dude. Okay. 14 hits.
It's not rolling my damage, so I'll just manually do it.
I probably have to.
4 damage.
Click the damage. On main honcho with what?
Ramrod.
Oh, you okay. You bash it. Probably dislocate his shoulder, but he's still up.
Jesus.
He's the boss for a reason, I guess.
Yeah, makes sense. And then that'll end my turn.
Dread. Silas just dropped, man. Get some revenge.
Alright, so Phineas, Jedediah, and Malcolm are going to charge at the Irishman. Phineas is going to try to stab him in the neck with a scalpel.
That definitely hits. So I think I have to hit damage since I'm taking it. You're hitting the Irishman?
Yeah, and it's 1d4 minus 1 damage.
Oh no, yeah, it's not working for me either. Just roll it. Or manually type it. This, there is no Western Frontier support. This is all DCC stuff, so some things will work, some things won't.
We got a 0.
Yeah, the scalpel is just too small. You just get clothes.
Alright, Malcolm is going to bash him with a club.
He dodges out of the way nimbly.
And a miss. Jedediah is going to try to stab him with a pair of scissors.
Stab him, he does. Hopefully right in the jugular. He doesn't have a lot of health left. He's looking off. He's looking rough. do get him in the neck, but he pushes you off. He's still barely clinging on to life. Just missed the jugular. Briny.
All right. Let's see. Timothy's gonna charge the boss with his Bowie knife and take a swing.
That's a hit.
13. All right. I think you gotta click the damage for me.
It's not working.
Oh, okay.
I might have entered the info
Bowie
wrong.
3 more damage on the
That
balls.
finally is enough on the boss, and it drops him. What does it look like?
Oh. Just the other party members are assaulting the boss. Timothy, he's a housekeeper, but he's desperate, down on his luck out here in the middle of the desert. He pops out behind one of his comrades' shoulders, and he just drives this Bowie knife that he looted off a killer a few days earlier into the throat of this boss henchman.
Yeah, you hear something along the lines of, "Say Mother Mary, a Jill," so he chokes on his own blood.
Then my cavalry man, Colt Benson, wielding the Colt 1862 model police revolver, is going to say, "Your boss is dead. If you guys lay down your weapons, we'll let you go." Do they say anything?
They look at each other, considering life choices, maybe. We'll see what they do on their turn.
Oh shit! Are you
Too slow, and I blast one of them.
All right, 14 would hit. Who are you blasting?
We'll just go this. That guy's dead, so this guy.
Okay.
2 damage.
2
From old
damage.
Colt.
Shoot him right in the thigh.
Damn.
Alright.
Butch Plume, my engraver, takes a shot with his heavy pistol at the same guy. Nat 1. I don't like that.
So, and I'm apologies. So, do you have a deck of cards by you? By the way.
Yeah.
All right. So those
I have
of you
a digital
shooting.
set.
So before you shoot, you're gonna draw a card.
Oh.
Brian, you can go ahead and do so now. That critical fumble it still stays, but might not be so bad depending on what you draw.
It's the Jack of Spades.
All right, let me check our table here.
I'm just using this website here for anybody that doesn't have a deck of cards.
All right, gun deck.
Handy.
So, what you want to draw is, let's see. Yeah, you want to draw a black or red suited face. Jacks will give you a +1. Queens will give you a +2. Kings will give you a +3. You drew a what?
A Jack of Spades.
Okay, so a
blackjack.
blackjack. So that would have given you a +1. But you got a critical failure. So what that means, let's see, rolling a natural 1 on a safe jaw. It'd be unfair to declare a range attack result of a natural 1 a misfire if the attacker took a flip from the gun deck. In this case, count the attack as a miss. You earn a hex, but you don't have to roll on the critical fumble table.
All right, I will add a hex to my character here. Got it. All right, moving on. Keep it moving here. Reed Miller, my banker.
And make
forward
sure
with
you don't mix that card back in the deck. Like, keep it separate.
Got it off to the side here. Reed Miller, my banker, charges forward with his fountain pen. Aims for the neck.
All right.
He's a fucking sap. 6 is probably not going to do it.
He's just
All right,
not.
that's
He's
it.
not used to this brutality quite yet, and yeah, he gets a miss. All
I'm
right,
done.
hold you guys.
That's me. All Okay, Solomon will Terminator sprint at this man while drawing out his pocket knife.
Okay.
And he's going to attempt to stab him. So where is Solomon? There he is. And he's got a pocket knife. That is a 12 to hit.
That's enough.
Okay, and I think that's a 1d3 for damage. Dog.
Nice.
Oh, I got max damage. It's +1 because I have a +1 to strength, so that's 4 damage total to him.
4 damage. With a what was that your hit?
A pocket knife.
A pocket
like so he
knife.
like pulls it like a little Swiss Army knife.
Yeah, you get him right in the kidney. You pull out, blood's just pulling out, but he's still standing.
Oh. Yeah, like the impact was like hard enough the guy almost left the ground for just like half a second. But then Othello will grab his camera's steel tripod and he will also attempt to strike that same man.
Okay.
That's I'm assuming it's going to be a miss with a 4.
A miss indeed.
Yep. Jacob Fisk will kind of stay. He'll sidle up to where the other man shot, and he'll try and shoot this man with the pistol that he stole from the bar.
That man is dead.
And oh, is he? Okay.
Yeah, sorry, it's a
Well,
lot
then
of
I'll
white
shoot
and
it.
black. It's hard to tell. So before you roll, draw from your gun deck.
Draw. Yep, that's right. I got a 6 of clubs, so a black 6.
Nothing. So go ahead and roll normal.
Okay. Yeah, so I rolled and it was a 10.
A 10 is not an wait. A 10 does hit.
Okay.
Roll your damage.
We never said, but I'm assuming it's a standard pistol, so 1d6 damage.
What gun is it? This is what you picked up?
Yeah.
One sec. Who has this? You should have this in your inventory.
I put it in the inventory as an item, and I just said 1d6 damage because that's what most are. It's Jacob Fisk.
All right, the farmer.
He's the top guy, the young kid.
There you are. I had you collapsed. All right, Jacob. Sorry, a lot was going on when you picked that up. This is what it is.
Okay. So,
You also had that pistol in your melee items.
oh, okay. Well, I did not mean to do that, but all right.
You
But
all
max
right.
damage.
Yeah, what does that look like?
Jacob, he just takes a moment, he settles out, he remembers those times when his father taught him to shoot groundhogs, and he just takes a deep breath and pulls the trigger, and his eyes grow wide in horror as he realizes he took the first life of his life. He is a young man, he's only like 15 years old. He's a teenager. But, yes, he has killed a man for the first time. The bullet just pierces straight through the man's neck. It's horrible. It's visceral. And he starts choking and drowning on his own blood.
Yeah, behind him
That's
is
just
like
a
this sun-bleached canyon wall, and the back of his head just becomes this water fountain of blood like in an anime. And the whole back of this canyon wall is just painted red as he drops lifeless.
Perfect. And then last but not least is Kiernan. Is this man still standing, right?
Yes.
Kiernan is going to attempt to bash his skull in with a shovel. So
I want to see it.
Let me get that.
I want to see it happen. I'm not going to see it.
Oh,
Not going to see it.
that's only a 5.
This guy's just
So
dodging
Kieran-
one after another. He's not ready to go.
Son of a bitch.
All right, and your turn whenever you are ready.
Right, I forgot that I got to pass on the turn. How do I do that again?
Under
Turn.
the
There.
initiative.
There you go. All right. Well, this guy just saw the dude right by him get his head turned into a canoe, and his boss is currently dead. And there was a call for a peaceful resolution to this. So let's see what he decides to do. Yep, he books it. Let's see, he's He runs to his horse, which is just enough away for him to move to, and begins to saddle up. He's dead. This guy is also still relatively unscathed, but does the same thing. Saddles up to his expertly drawn horses, begins to saddle up. Alrighty.
All right.
Bing bong.
All right. So the first guy is the turnip farmer, and he's got that shovel he's been waiting to hit. And he sees them running towards the horse, and he just runs his, pretty close and just chunks it at him. And it's the guy that's the closest one to him on the horse.
So the horses are too far for him at the moment if you want to attack also. You can reach in this round, but you won't be able to attack.
So I guess maybe the only one that can do anything would be then Harry, who has the gun. Because the rest all have like melee weapons. So maybe only Harry's close enough to do some damage.
What's the range on the gun?
Looks like the range, he has just a light pistol.
Should be some numbers and forward slashes.
It says the hit and the damage.
Where's Perry? Perry. You click on the little... yeah, yours isn't filled out. So, that pistol... Go to the appendix. Weapons. Ranged. So light pistol, you're looking at 10, 20, and 60. So they are going to be long range for you, which is a -1 to your shoot.
All right, let's try it. Let's go.
All right. Before you do so, though, go ahead and draw from your gun deck.
We're looking at a 5. A black 5.
All right, and I put what the gun deck rules are in the chat. A 5 does nothing. So, yeah, go ahead and roll normally. Yeah, shoots just wide. That would have been a 3 anyway.
Yep. So all the other guys just kind of run towards them, holding their melee weapons ready to hit if possible on their way out.
All right, and I'll, just so I remember, move you right up in their face.
Yeah, they're all just trying their best to throw anything they can.
All right, and go ahead in your turn whenever you're ready.
Let's do it. And intern.
Next round. All right. Well, he just saw he might have run, but now there's a mob rushing the guys running. And he feels like he has to fight for his life.
Oh, I forgot there was one left.
25.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. You are cuatro, senor. So he's actually, as you turn your back to him and rush his comrades who were just trying to run for the lives, he's going to try to shoot you.
Yeah.
Roll a d4 for me. I don't think that's going to matter unless he has somebody with a low AC of 8.
Who's the D4 hit? Did it hit? Which one? 3?
3, yep. So, Perry.
Let's see. Perry's got AC of 10.
Yeah, so that misses. So and he's just gonna work his luck. Get as far away from you as possible and take cover behind the wagon. He'll get a +2 to his armor now as he hides for life.
So he was in melee with like 4 or 5 people. Like, there's no attack
That's
opportunity in this
true.
game?
Yeah, yes, there is.
Are there for 0 level characters? I don't remember.
That's a good question too. Let me double check.
I thought zeros didn't have AOs, but I can't remember.
Good to look up anyway in case it's. I don't know why it would be different in this. It's supposed to be 100% compatible to DCC. I want to know.
Who would he be in melee range?
We do play this. Can I just be a halfling? Like, is it 100% compatible? Like, you guys can be sin eaters, and I'll be a halfling.
Yeah, you could be a person with dwarfism. Where's the movement rules? Here we go. Nope, that does not tell me. I really want to know the answer to this. Determined.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Comment modifiers table, 845. Don't see it there. Why is it so hard to find this particular thing?
In DCC, it's on page 95.
What's it say for that?
Once a character is engaged in melee, he cannot back away without opening himself up to attack. If a character or monster withdraws from an active melee, whether to retreat, move to a position, or attempt some action, his opponents immediately receive a single free attack. It does not stipulate that anything there about like level 0 characters having or not having.
Let's go with that. Until I find it in this book.
Sounds good.
It's time to kill.
Yeah.
So everyone just gets a free melee attack that he ran away from?
Yeah, that was a fighting with this guy. That's one.
Alright. I'm just gonna see who hits. This guy's probably gonna be dead. Solomon. Misses. And Kiernan. Misses.
Oh shit.
But Othello comes in with the tripod. And that's 2 points of damage to him.
What does that look like?
Is he dead?
Oh yeah, I wouldn't ask if he wasn't.
Okay. So as everyone kind of swarmed this guy and he goes to step away, all of a sudden he just turns and the camera pans and there stands Othello and he just swings like a baseball bat at this camera tripod. It like cracks him in the skull and then his head hits, or like his neck hits like the wheel of the wagon and breaks kind of like $1 Million Baby.
Oh god. All right. Yeah, he's pretty dead.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he's paralyzed for life.
Sean.
Well.
So who else is alive? These two over by the horses?
You ran away.
Can Rosalita get to one of them if she's like sprinting?
Yeah, if you get to if you want to use your turn to get to them, you can.
Yeah, she'll sprint at one of them and hold her machete dangerously. Burton Dunmore has a gun, which I don't know what its range is.
What's the gun?
Pocket pistol, so it's probably not too far.
Who has it? Burton?
Yeah.
God, I didn't put it in there. What's wrong with me?
Shut up, you're doing great.
Just
Yeah,
20
fantastic.
characters.
Yeah, shut up.
It's 5:15:50.
Okay, can I get within 15?
Yes.
All right, then I'll take the shot. I gotta draw a card. A 9, so nothing.
No.
What?
No, you're correct. And
Oh.
FYI, if you guys are in short range, you get a +1. Just so you know.
Oh, wow.
Short range would be the 5.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I don't
Most
suppose you could get
guns are
within
10.
5.
Though.
It's a pocket pistol. It's a 3.
Goes wide.
Oh, well. And then who's my last guy? Wiley. Wiley will also sprint at them, so he can try to bludgeon one of them to death next time.
Okay. I'm still trying to find the AOP rules. They're just dread.
Hey, can Phineas pick up the boss's pistol and shoot at them in the same turn?
No, you'd have to move all the way to him and then grab it out of his cold, dead, bloody. Oh, you're at him actually, aren't you?
Yeah, they were at him because they were
Yeah.
trying to stab him to death.
Yeah. You definitely can. They're nearly 50 feet away from you. Let me see his gun. He's got what is called a Star Action Army pistol. Medium range is 25, long range is 75. So you can at a -1.
Right, I'll go ahead and do that.
Who's getting it?
Phineas.
Phineas? All right,
Like
here
Phineas.
you go, Phineas. It's on his character sheet now.
Not see it on his character sheet.
You don't?
No. It would be under range weapons.
Nah, I'm probably just stupid. Let's see. Now it should be there.
There
maybe.
it is.
But it is still, unfortunately, a miss.
Alright, so then the other two are gonna rush up to them. They can try
With
to
the deck
attack
of
them.
cards, though, couldn't it have gone maybe like up 2 or something? With the deck of cards, right?
Yeah, no, but it still draw from your gun
Yeah,
deck.
from your deck.
I got a 10 of clubs.
Okay, yeah, no. And yeah, you guys the rest can sprint and they'll be able to attack next round.
Alright.
And your turn whenever you're ready. I think Bryony's up next.
All right. My guys will sheathe their pistols, sheathe their Bowie knife, tuck their pen in their pocket, and they said they wouldn't kill these guys if they laid down their weapons. The rest of the party can do as they wish, but they're gonna just put their weapons away, and I'll pass my turn.
Okay. Poultry.
All right. Solomon and all of them were like here, right? So So what's the distance from like there to there? Well, they can get an attack in this round.
Yep.
So Kiernan's not going to. Like, I don't think he would. But Solomon will Terminator sprint at these guys, and he's going to attack their legs with the pocket knife.
Make it a
And
negative
so
1 on your attack.
All right. So I adjusted it on the sheet, or on the thing. I changed it to a +0 instead of a +1. But still
Either way.
got a 17 to hit.
Yeah. Roll your damage. Who are you hitting, by the way? Which one?
The one on the left. I'm a lefty. 1d3 for 3 points of damage.
All right. Yeah, you stabbing his leg out, man. He might have gotten an artery.
Yeah. Jacob Fisk, seeing all the hoopla and knowing that he should be participating, will move as close as he can. And he was kind of like over here, so he'll be long range, I think,
Okay.
to shoot the same guy. So at a -1, which I don't know why it says +1. Unless, do the items give you bonuses to hit?
Depends on your stats. If you have an agility modifier.
Yeah, no. Okay, so it should be at a -1 total then, because I have a neutral.
That's enough. Even if it's 12.
Okay. It would be a 12, yeah. I don't know why it's a 13. But anyways, damage on that is D6.
Oh, yeah.
5.
What does that look like?
So Solomon's sitting there and he's got him in the leg, and the guy goes to move his leg and turn around, and all of a sudden his eye just fucking out the other side, and the horse's white mane is painted red as he slumps off the side of the horse.
Hell yeah.
Beautiful.
Othello will also choose not to participate in this brawl. He thinks it's ungentlemanly. And will spend his action trying to undo the tarp to find the bears.
Okay. In your turn whenever you're ready.
Yep.
All right.
Only one of them left.
Yeah.
and they're
Eeny,
Ooh.
eeny, meeny, miny, mo, right? Let's see. Beep, doop, 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 doo. Is that a 2? Yes. All right. So this is gonna go. Bing bong. Roll D4, please. Whoever. Are all 4 in range, or somebody stay back with the gun?
One stay back, the guy with the gun.
Roll D3 then.
Yeah. So dash R 1D3.
Bert.
Fine.
Oh, the old miner. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
My
whoa,
miner
whoa, whoa.
man.
Too fast. Okay.
Oof.
Not the miner.
No.
He's 2 weeks from retirement. All right.
No, at least we-
Rolling.
we turn it past that.
You guys are just getting all the good rolls in. He tries to shoot you point blank, which actually should have been a negative, but it doesn't matter. And he is gonna bolt.
Yeah.
So you're gonna, if you're melee range, you're gonna get an attack of opportunity at
Let's do it.
-1.
Bert's going first because he felt like he deserved it first. Which
Good call.
is an Yas, which is a 1d6. So let's try it.
That's a nice weapon.
It's my little pick.
That's unfortunate.
Noise. So he's hitting with the 1.
Yep.
Our classic turnip farmer is going to be hitting with his shovel. Come on.
Jeez, Louise, settle down. All right.
Sir. No, sir. Not going to settle down. Settle up. A 1d8.
The shovel's 1d8, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Let's come
Yeah.
on. Come on. Oh,
I'm hanging in there. He's still kicking.
Dude.
That leg is fucked
my-
up.
And my last guy's got a little chisel. He's also got his eyepiece,
Jesus
which helps him hit.
Christ.
So
Okay.
1d3.
Been rolling rocks.
Come on, come on. Here we go. Oh,
This guy is beaten and battered, but still on horseback. Sean, who you got up there?
And all we've got left was wait. We've got my guy with the gun.
No. These
He
are the guys
just
that
an
be like.
attack of opportunity.
Oh, he just says hello.
on your turn, you'll get to shoot him.
We have Rosalita with her machete. I could pick this a bit.
Finish him.
Oh, she's gonna take that guy down.
No.
No.
And then Willie Dattenbaum, that ramrod.
Good. Can y'all stop it?
Yeah, we're gonna stop him.
No,
Yeah, that's right.
They're gonna stop
you killed two
living.
of us.
And that is all you needed, Sean. What does that look like?
He just drags him down and just bashes him to death with this ramrod.
Like a horde of zombies. You guys just pummel and destroy these poor innocent people. Going about their business, trying to make a good, honest living. All right, so we left off with, I believe, some folks rummaging around the back of the wagon. That is end of combat there. They're very much all dead. The wagon. Let's see what we got here. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop. You unveil an enormous pistol grip cannon of some kind.
Mm.
We will take that.
We'll throw that in one of our wagons.
Yeah.
On
Yeah,
this,
any,
there's an engraved. It looked like instructions engraved on it, and the name of this weapon, and it is called the Thundermaker.
Ay.
And
Okay.
it does have a crate sitting next to it of 6 flour sacks sized munitions.
Oh, no.
Mm.
So I want you guys to think of like something that would go over your shoulder. If you played Helldivers 2, think autocannon, but western and big.
Sweet.
Like from the movie Wild Wild West.
Yeah. With Will Smith.
Was there an autocannon in that? I don't remember.
I don't know.
There
But
should
I
have
just
been.
wanted you to think about that movie.
Yeah. And Will Smith's in
I'm
it,
not
so it's okay.
opposed. I'm actually. That's probably one of the better weird western movies. I mean, let's be honest.
It was kind of bad though.
Exactly. That's how low the bar is. Like we've got aliens versus cowboys. We've got. Yep.
Aliens versus Cowboys. We've got that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Got that.
Damn.
What?
That's about it.
Maybe we
Well,
should make a
no,
movie
there's
about it.
there's
Maybe we should
there's
say-
Jonah Hex too, but also bad. Jonah Hex is the comics are really great. You guys ever want a good weird western comic that's made by DC? Jonah Hex is pretty good. The movie was not. Slim
No,
pickings.
but
Bone talk a little bit.
so is this what was they were hiding under the tarp?
Yes, it is.
Oh, okay.
We got to shoot something with it.
I mean, I would have let them go with this. It's like, yeah, that makes sense.
But now they're
Really
dead,
lost
so
the
yep. And
Now he changed hats. So now he's a good guy again.
yeah, no, I'm not Irish anymore.
Now the Dutch is a good guy.
Maybe this shot that poor woman's head off.
Yeah.
Body.
They might also kill the lawman.
He did. They did kill a woman.
Yeah, Solomon
Maybe they
will
stole it from the
solemnly.
lawman.
Yeah, Solomon will pick up Silas and like hoist him over his shoulder and just like stand around while holding him. And Kieran will try and do the same with the other woman, but he's older and it hurts his back.
Yeah, who all died?
I think it was only like
Silent.
two deaths.
Yeah, Kit,
Mhm.
Kit Silas.
Kit and Silas? All right, so let's get our stamps out here. First deaths. All right, Kit dead.
Damn.
We got very, very lucky with those rolls. Like, you missed like 3 times, and we just hit like 16 times in a row.
Y'all fucking annihilated. Yeah, you said Silas. I think that was. Is that one of yours? Who's? Yeah. That's one of yours, Poultry, right?
No, it's Silas
That was
is
Strat.
I'm sorry, I'm still learning people's names. I want to say Bing Bong, but I don't think it's Bing Bong. I think it might be
Tony.
Dread.
Yeah, it's mine.
Oh,
Dread,
y'all's. Your cameras are in the wrong place. Then I should probably fix that. All right. I'm not gonna worry about it. No one cares. All right. No one
That's
needs
the
to know.
attitude.
All right. So, other than that, in the wagon, you find also a mess kit, a Bible, 2 silver pocket watches, 3 pipes of 3 pipes and tobacco pouches, and just various personal items like photographs, letters of no value, etc.
Did some of the like minions have guns on them? So like kind of like not badass baddies. Did they have guns, or was it just
Yeah,
like,
no, and yeah, that's what was in the
Everyone
wagon.
has.
But yeah, they were all shooting you. Yes.
yeah? Could we like maybe disperse the guns
Spread the
amongst
guns
us
out,
evenly?
yeah.
Yeah, who gets what?
I think how many guns were left?
Well,
Like
there.
5?
There was 6 total.
Because I think somebody picked up the big guy's gun, and then the rest were like there was 5 left. So
Yeah, one of my
distribute the
guys
5
has
amongst
guns.
us. Yeah.
I have
But that'll
2
be
guns,
later.
so you guys go ahead.
We grabbed the 6 guns and or
Yeah,
the 5 other guns.
split 'em up.
Distribute.
Okay, here. Okay. Well, yeah. I just need to know who to give them to.
What is it? An agility to use to shoot, or
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So my guy has a -2 agility, so I don't want him having a gun. Even though he's the
Juber has a
artillery man.
13 agility +1.
Kiernan will
Yeah.
take one of the guns. Kiernan will take one.
All right, Kiernan.
Malcolm
Ross will take one.
All right, one sec. Let me get Kiernan. Bam. Ross. Big man Ross.
Yeah.
Bam. Who else? That's 2.
Reed will
Stream
take a gun, as the pen is the gun is mightier than the pen.
All right. What were you saying, Jed?
Said Malcolm will take one.
I feel like that was 5. I feel like that was a.
If there's an extra one, Rosalita will take one.
I feel like that was all of them. That was 5 of the regular guy's gun, and then the one from the head honcho.
That's a big guy. Yeah.
Well, no, there was 6 total.
6
Right.
So there is one more.
Okay, I'll take your word for it. Rosalita, just because I want to
Yes,
see her
sir.
with a gun.
She deserves it. She's cute.
And she put in work with that machete.
That's true.
She did.
All right.
You killed him.
Right? That's normally what happens if you hit a dude with a machete, but yeah.
Congratulations. All right. Whoa. There's not a giant explosion. That would be cool, though. We'll save that for later.
Nice.
All right. Moving on. Yeah, y'all did exceedingly well. That was a lot less lethal than I was hoping, but better luck next time, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so there's also 6 horses, all low quality, with kind of average saddlebags and saddles.
Low quality horses.
Average
I'm a
horses.
low quality guy, you know.
Average horses with low quality saddles and saddlebags.
Oh, okay.
You take it all back.
I wonder if we
It's
could
like-
use them to pull this wagon in our giant
Yeah.
gun.
Oh, and you said there was mules too, right?
There's 2 mules.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll put the mules to pull the cart because we're not going to be able to ride on it anyways. All of us.
Right.
Now, and this is a handheld gun. It's not like a Gatling gun that has to be mounted. FYI.
Oh, okay.
We all fought Gatling gun.
Okay. Does anyone else have any like strong characters? I feel like someone strong and big should use it.
He's dead.
Yeah, my
Oh, no.
gun character died. Got shot in the face, literally.
Died.
Yeah.
I mean, Solomon is like a super tall like a dude that kind of looks like Lurch.
He
He'll
did a
take
lot
it.
today too. I think he might deserve it.
Yeah.
He lifted a guy off the ground with a pocket knife.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
That's some serial killer shit.
He's freaky. I like it.
Terminator sprinting at people.
Probably gonna take agility to shoot it. I'm guessing. Who knows?
Yeah,
Yes, it will.
yeah, I know.
It's just like a gun. It covers you a little bit more, but that's about it.
I've got
I
a
think
lot of
we're
guns
someone-
with 13 agility. I don't know what that means. You know, too much.
I think
That
we're
means you
thrown
get a
off by
+1.
the flower
Yeah, you
size
take the
shell.
giant gun.
I'll help you with this. To understand how to use it, whoever decides to give it a shot has to roll an intelligence check.
Maybe my gunsmith.
Ooh.
Oh,
That would
yeah,
make
no,
sense.
that's a much
High-
better fit.
High intelligence too.
Yeah.
All right, let's see it.
Should we give it a whirl? The gunsmith.
Yes, sir.
All right, we're doing it. We're hitting that intelligence check.
He knows
Come
exactly
on.
what to do with this gun.
Yes, sir.
Is there any like mountains in the near distance we can just shoot at? Obliterate?
Only got 6 bullets.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, you're in a canyon, so I mean, yes. With a 6, I tell it. Perry knows that the ammunition of this gun is going to be very hard to find, and I want everyone to also take note: the bullets you shot in the guns you have, you don't have ammo. So what they should unless I mean, it's very highly that I didn't put how many shots they have. So if I didn't, let me know. But yeah, every gun has a limited amount of shots. You have to use ammo in this game. Very big deal.
Mhm.
Yeah, I don't see. Well, where would it say?
It would say, whoops, didn't want to roll that. It would say in the summary, like I'm looking at Perry, his light pistol doesn't have it, so a lot of
No,
people's
not yet.
might not.
We'll set it up for the next stuff if we keep going.
Like a light pistol has a shot 6. How many times did you shoot with your light pistol, Perry?
One.
All right, so you got 5 rounds left.
Yes, sir. I can
I
write it down.
assume one of those pocket pistols only has like 2 or 3 shots, right?
A pocket
He's got
pistol that has
5
5 actually.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah.
I have 3 left.
Yeah, they should have a rate of fire. Every gun should have a rate of fire. They should have the load, the reload. If I
Oh
didn't,
Jesus, no!
then
That
I
Thundermaker
goofed up.
is fucked up.
Yeah, it's a hefty girl.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Very hefty, y'all. Watch out.
Say there's no ammo with the Star Action Army pistol.
Coming up. That's weird.
And you said
Guns.
how many shots?
Most guns are revolvers, so most are 6. Right?
Star Action. You're looking at the end, the appendix, and you're looking in the wrong place. Come on. Star Action? Really? That I thought I fleshed that out. Yeah, no, the Star Action has everything. Under summary. Who said they didn't have anything on theirs?
I got one of the Colts, and I didn't see anything on mine.
The 1862? Yeah, that should have
Yeah.
everything too. Who doesn't have it? Which character?
Oh, you have to like click open. You have to click on the pop out thing to open it and look. So this one's 5 shots. So I have 2 spent. So I have 3 left.
Oh yeah, you have to click on the little pencil. Like
You click on the pencil and then you click the pop out. The summary stuff doesn't show up otherwise.
Really? Oh,
Yeah,
it does.
for me,
It does.
I just
Maybe
click on
that's
the
a
pencil
GM
thing.
thing.
I thought
It
it
does
was,
automatically for me.
Yeah, no, it's there.
Oh, okay.
My other gun just didn't have that, so okay.
Yeah, because some don't. Like some I did forget.
Hmm.
Beautiful.
Mine's got a concealment +3.
And then for the Thundermaker, how much ammo did it have? So I'll write down.
You have 6.
6. Got it. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Wasn't expecting Othello to kill someone.
All right. You guys round up the horses in the wagon and everything, bring it back to the wagon trail. I'll assume you search the saddlebags too. Be kind of funny if you didn't.
We definitely are gear goblins.
Yeah, just judging by how you guys searched so far. So you find a collective amount of $30 in cash, believe it or not. I don't know if the writer of this game understood the scarcity of actual cash back in this time, but there's more cash for you. $30. Some cheap hooch and wanted posters naming the jackals of various heinous crime, which is apparently who these people were. The Juarez Jackals.
If we knew that, then we'd take their bodies in for turn them in.
There's also several days worth of hardtack and 30 remaining rounds for the guns used after the fight. So 31, we'll say. 31 caliber rounds, 30 of them. I know that the Irishman had a different gun, but maybe you'll find ammo for that down the line. Each of you get 2 additional XP.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
It has been a week since you set out from Fort Fallow at this point. The road has been full of trials and tribulations, and the desert was relentless and unyielding. At times, the settlers had grown despondent, but spirits seemed to lift as the wagon train enters a range of barren, rocky hills and narrow canyons. At least here, there will be watering holes, supposedly. Reverend Halpern gathers you together as you prepare to take on the role of scout and says, "Just a brief warning of what lies ahead. The canyons and arroyos ahead are full of strangeness. First, you'll come upon a line of wooden crosses overlooking the trail. These crosses guard a handful of caves that have a dark feel about them. Beyond the caves, the trail leads to a twisted canyon with giant faces carved into the canyon walls. I'm putting my faith in you that you'll keep my flock safe. You must be vigilant." And with that, he removes his hat, bows his head. "Now, let us say a prayer to help you guide you on your path." And with that, unfortunately, I feel like that's a good place to stop. I don't know how this is supposed to be done, like in a manner of like 4 hours, because like we're not
always
even
wonder
there.
that.
They did the same thing happened with what is it? The other main funnel for DCC, something under a starry sky or whatever, or under a starry sky. Great funnel, but I had to cut out 50% of it and then pretty much rush the conclusion to fit that in 4 hours. We're at our 3 hour and 10-minute mark right now, and we're not even halfway through. And I've already I've cut out a fuck ton of this. And I don't want to rush it too much. So, let's go ahead and call it there. So we have the dark caves. I'll give you a little description of like the first thing you'll see, just to kind of give you a little hint. You see that the canyon that you're entering is unnaturally quiet. It greets you as you enter this twisting ravine. 6 caves overlook the trail as it winds through the gully. Wooden crosses wrapped with silver wire have been erected in front of each cave. One of the wooden crosses is damaged and appears to have been chopped down with an axe. Crosses are also inscribed in the rock itself over each cave entrance. A cool breeze brings a slight relief as you shift in the saddle, taking the side in, but the indistinct cry of a child carried on the breeze gives you a sinister feel, and we'll find out what happens next time.
Hell yeah.
That's going to be it for tonight. Weird West.
Holy shit! It's Tony!